Oh,
Pardon me?
In other parts of the budget, the actual means what was actually spent to date. So maybe the word actual should be
Right.
changed
I didn't
to
make, yeah.
committee recommended or something like that. Because I think that's what I'm sensing was the problem.
I think it was CASA, actually, Shirley, that gave Chantel 2 pieces of paper, their brochure and one other thing, and that was it.
Yeah, it wasn't
letter
even
that said this is
information
what
you
we
could
want.
use.
And VNH requested $7,000 roughly, and then didn't complete an application, so
Yeah.
that's
Right.
zero.
Right, right.
V&H is what?
Visiting
Nurse
nurse.
Association?
Oh, okay.
They're part
Yeah.
of Dermot.
See, it was
Right.
a couple of years ago, they had requested some, and same idea.
No follow through.
I thought it was last year we talked about putting advanced transit in the budget. It wasn't, it was 2 years ago?
No, we talked about putting them in the budget last
Yeah,
year, but
and
we-
they had.
we
given the
voted.
packet.
We voted to put that as a separate article, I believe.
No,
No.
it went into the
2020,
social
2024.
service.
Said no, we
It
wouldn't do
came
it.
out of the budget and went back into.
Ooh,
this,
they've
so,
always been in here.
Yeah.
In here, but we talked about
It was
putting
moved to
it.
economic development, but then you
Yes.
wanted it moved back, so it was moved
Right.
back. But there was the year they didn't get the funding because I think they didn't
That
get
was
their
They didn't get
application.
their, they didn't,
And
that's,
Yeah.
That
I
was 2 years
thinking that
ago.
was last year.
they had changed, I think they changed executive directors.
Yep. All right, any additional discussion needed? Or are we okay with the increase because of listen?
I'm surprised that VNH didn't complete the process. What was the story behind that?
No idea.
They get money from
I
that
know that
building.
Chantel contacted them
Okay,
and with no results, so.
okay.
She contacts them 2 or 3 times to.
She goes above and beyond, I
Yes,
can
she
say
does.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is very good research. Thank you.
All right. Health insurance discussion.
Yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little update. We finally got our health insurance numbers back. I'm gonna say good news. We got a 5.8% increase, which is
Pretty good.
we're
That is,
We actually budgeted a 10% in here, so we'll be able to pull that down a little bit. I've been working with a citizen committee, looking at our insurance, looking at other options. The one thing that we're going to do, and I'm just gonna explain the way last year's insurance worked a little so you can understand it, but we funded the deductible at 100%, but we budget that funding at 72%, because the average expenditure for organizations is around 65 to 70%. So I tried to be a little bit on the high side. We're looking like right now we're trending towards having about $3,000 extra. So I think I told you a few weeks ago we were 3,000 to the bad. Right now we're 3,000 to the good. So we're still hovering right around that number. So we want to keep that funding the same for next year for the PFA. But
Okay.
we've talked with the employee group, and we're rolling out an HSA option, which, if you know the difference, the
Yes.
PFA is on the card. The town has the risk. If we spent 80%, we'd have to come up with that last 8%. The HSA option is an HSA account for them.
yep.
I told them we would fund it at the same 72%. We're not going to spend more on that, but we'll spend the same, but it'll be a guaranteed expenditure.
Yep.
To minimize risk, if you guys know how HSAs work, if we put the $7,200 in there and someone quit a few months later, it's their money. So we're going to do it on a per paycheck basis throughout the year. So it's
That's how my HSA
really
works
almost
too.
no risk. The one little downside to the employees, when we fund the PFA, they have 100% on their card day one. The HSA, they don't, but I did tell them if there's a big hardship, something big happens in a hospital or whatever doctor they go to will not take payments, then I'll work with them almost like we do a welfare case.
What's an HSA?
It's a health savings account, so that,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say 7,200, but that's a full family $10,000 plan. that money would go into their health savings account. If they don't spend it all, it stays in their health savings account.
So they can roll it over to the next year.
And they can roll it over for years and years and years. So
Yeah.
if they don't spend a lot of money, they can actually start to bank some retirement healthcare, if you will.
Are you offering, so are they allowed to then make tax deductible?
They can do some.
Okay.
The one decision we did make was we're gonna keep rates the same between the two plans. So the PFA plan, they pay 20% of the rate, so on the 72% funding, they'll pay 20%, we'll pay 80%, and it'll go in their HSA. So it just makes it a little bit easier that we say, here's your two plans. The cost to you is identical. One goes in your bank account, one goes on the PFA card.
That's been acceptable to the bargaining group?
I think so. The union's not up and going yet, but I have pulled a union rep on, if you will, to be part of that conversation. We've started a benefits committee, so we're gonna get through healthcare, but we're gonna start talking about all our other benefits. We're gonna try, I'm gonna use the word use, but we're gonna try to use them to kind of be the experts on the ground. So when they're out working on a culvert, something like that, and someone says, hey, I have this problem, or I'm doing this, and they can say, hey, did you know the town has a benefit that can help you with that? You know, they don't need to be able to explain the whole thing, but if they understand what we have, they can start the conversation and then get them to myself, Chris Allen, Lisa, somebody that can help explain that in better detail to them.
I think that's really important, because a lot of anxiety and uncertainty can come about just from lack of information and lack of understanding, and this stuff gets pretty complicated.
It gets very complicated. So that's where we're headed this year. You'll see as we get you the revenue stuff out. I'll send you guys the finance report. I didn't put it in this packet, but I just completed it today for the select board, so I'll get that to you before next meeting. We'll just get it sent out to you guys, but we're looking pretty good there. We still, I mean, we budgeted, what, $150,000 less for healthcare. We're coming in quite a bit below that, so there's a pretty good healthcare savings there. One of the big things, we had 5 or 6 employees that came on, and almost all of them have opted out of the insurance to get the opt-out payment. So that's something we'll continue to be doing. I'm going to be talking to the select board on Monday. With the savings that we had, the opt-out payment's going to like plummet the way we have it written in the policy. So I'm going to be asking them to implement a new policy that will keep the opt-out payment about the same as it has been. I think it's working. When someone opts out, we pay them somewhere in that $6,000 to $7,000 range. I think the average savings for the town is somewhere, let me do my math real quick, it's in the $14,000 to $18,000 range that we save by giving them $6,000 or $7,000 to go on their spouse's insurance. So I think it's a good program, and I think we're starting to see the benefits of that. So we will be, I want to do some more analysis, but before we get done with the budget, I think we'll be pulling that healthcare benefit number down a little bit, so, which will help.
Do you know with those changes what the difference is between the default budget and where we're heading with our current budget?
I haven't done that work yet. We've been way too busy.
Okay.
But
Do you think that's doable by next Thursday?
I'll have to look at what we did. We probably budgeted 10% there, is my guess, and so it'll probably pull down a little bit. So,
I'm curious to see how close the two are now.
yeah. I don't know if that'll be done by the next week, but it'll definitely be done the week after that, as we're starting to go into the review process of looking at the budget as a whole.
Do you think by the first meeting in December, the tax rate will be set right?
It should be. I'm hoping it's set tomorrow. We got the MS 535 in today. DRA has to review it. They'll kick back a preliminary tax rate. We can do a little bit, not much, but a little bit of working in there on final revenues, those types of things, and get it back to them. But we'll work hard to get it back to them quick as soon as we see it. So I'm hoping we'll have a tax rate before the next meeting. Tax bills will be out. we can start really pushing the auditor on when the audit will be done, but they're getting really, really close, so.
All right. Anything else? Since
If
there's
not,
nobody from the public.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.